Did Kamala Harris lose the election because Latin American men are just a bunch of misogynists, a bunch of chauvinists? Obviously, I'm not a Latin American guy, so I don't want to speak out of turn, but this argument just doesn't seem to make much sense. Have you seen the most recently elected president of Mexico? Well, that person looks a little bit like this. And Sheinbaum isn't the only woman leader in Latin America. We've seen a lot of women leaders in Latin America in modern history. After all, who could forget Ms. Perón? No, not that one. The other one, Isabel Perón, who became president in 1974, shortly before the death of Juan Perón. Bolivia, it's had a woman president as well. So has Nicaragua. Ecuador. Honduras, ditto, but she's been facing a lot of corruption charges lately. Panama's been led by a woman as well. Chile had a woman president as late as 2018. Back in Argentina again, their most recent woman president left office in 2015. Laura Chinchilla, she's the former president of Costa Rica. Brazil, it's had a woman president. And finally, Peru has a woman president to this day. Yeah, I don't think you can blame sexism or misogyny on why Latin men didn't vote for Kamala Harris. The record just doesn't support that argument. I don't think it's a man-woman issue so much. I think it's a left versus right, liberal versus conservative prejudice that's factoring into the Latin American vote. Lots of Latin American countries are and have been led by left-wing parties. And if you know of anybody from Mexico right now living in the United States, a lot of them are very, very concerned about Sheinbaum. Her party and the former president of Mexico are very left-leaning, and they've indicated some authoritarian tendencies. So maybe the Latin American vote pulled more for Donald Trump, not because of sexism or misogyny. Latin American voters in the United States maybe don't want to see the U.S. go down the same path as their home countries. Or maybe it's just a different type of person that decides to leave their Latin American home and come to the United States. Maybe the Latin Americans who immigrate to the United States are simply more conservative. Now, I'm not saying that misogyny didn't play a role in the outcome of Tuesday's election. I don't know, like so many of these questions, the answers are always more complicated. There's no easy answer to explain why this happened.